But these are the original keys. These are the originals of all of our keys. So we have the masters that we keep in there. And I used to keep some silver coins in there, but it made it so heavy you wouldn't want to carry the thing. So it's probably maybe 8-10 pounds. But again, you know it's handled. If we're evacuating either on foot or in a car, grab it, walk, we're good. One thing I did think about with this, that I don't have a phone list on here, on my personal inventory. That might be something you think about. A phone list, because so many of us have cell phones. Oh yeah, the number's in my phone, but I don't know it. Questions?
Where do you keep your key for the lock, like something like that?
I have a hidden spot in the closet.
Okay.
And it's right next to my bed. I have an underdresser. This stays in the underdresser so that I roll off the bed, open the drawer, grab it, and walk. I learned again from the fire, you have seconds. And if you have to go, you don't want to be looking, hunting, thinking, just like drawing that weapon. Second nature, you grab it, you walk. So I have extra keys for this, but the main keys I keep hidden in my closet right next to it. Grab them in a second. Question? Hey, Glenna.
We have some friends that had a safe and they didn't lock it. And their house went on fire. And when they went back to get it, with the pressure of the hose, the safe had opened and burned the whole thing because they hadn't locked it.
And again, I am such a believer in you play how you practice. So it's where I can grab it. It's locked all the time with the one thought that when I reach for my gun, I'm going to pull it up, I'm going to squeeze the trigger, and bullets are going to come out the other end. And I don't want to think about everything in between. I just want to know that's going to happen. And if I have to leave my house in a rush, I want to know that I'm going to grab that and run away, and all will be well. So, any other questions?
Just where you buy the different things.
Oh, yes, certainly. Most of them, Sportsman's Warehouse, Cabela's, and really, I just kind of experimented and checked out. This is just a Coleman brand. And if you go online, you can find so many blogs about, with equipment reviews, like for water pumps. You can find so many equipment reviews, and it's not hard to find what you need. It's not hard to find good stuff. But you got to use it. Get out and use it once in a while. Know how it works. Know it's going to work. That's a big one. Any others?
The backpacks you use for the kids, for the sleeping bags, is that Army Navy surplus, or is that?
Oh, what's the name of that place up there? We know where it is if we can just find it. Yeah, Smith & Edwards. $20, Smith & Edwards. Don't buy the surplus ones. Don't buy the ones that are used, that the Army's used them, they're junk, and they're giving them away. Buy new ones. They actually have brand new ones. So it's worth a couple extra bucks. There's a question? No?
I was thinking, some of the people involved in the fire over there at Harriman, one of the first impressions that came to them was to grab their pictures and their genealogy.
Sure.
Well, a lot of that can be downloaded on the disk and put into a or into a safe. Should be one of the first things people grab for, because if you lose those pictures, you've lost it.
We, like everyone else in this room and probably everyone else in America, we had a major computer catastrophe, lost so many pictures, lost so many things. At work, we have a continuity plan where me and my office manager both have thumb drives that have all our financials, master documents, they're all on there. Every day we back those up. He takes one home, I take one home, and then we also have our external hard drive. But if the building goes down, right, hard drive's useless. He has a thumb drive, I have a thumb drive, so we have redundancy there. One more thought about that. I'll come back to you. One more thought that occurred to me as I was thinking about this class. Make a list while you're not frantic about what's most important to you and where it is in the house. And prioritize it so that when you jump off the bed, honey, we got 10 minutes. All right. You know, my first thing's my genealogy. I keep it in this cabinet. My picture disc, it's in this cabinet. This fire safe is in this cabinet. And you'll just go right down the list until they say, all right, get out of the house. Great, I got everything I can grab, and I'm going. You understand? We're all on the same page there? All right.
What's an under?
A lot of computer services
Uh-huh.
have data backup,
Sure.
and one of the ways that you can tell if they're good is if they have it in more than one place. I was going to say, my husband's goes to Nevada and to New York. If Nevada and New York are both gone, we're not going to worry about it. But, you know, you want it to go to, and they're inexpensive, $5 a month to have your stuff backed up somewhere, and then you don't have to find a CD, you don't have to find anything. If that's backed up, and it backs up every night.
Sure.
So every night, anything that I've done through the day is backed up somewhere else that I don't have to ever think about it again.
I'm not a doomsdayer, and hopefully I never gave you that impression. We actually don't do this because that day will come when the prophet will call and say, Kevin Tommy, get on your horse, you're going to Missouri. I'm not that guy, or, you know, or we're going to be in a nuclear war and it's going to destroy the earth and we'll be the last people. It'll be Red Dawn all over again. We'll go to the mountains and raise our children. I'm just not that guy. Everything that you see is just practical application. But again, the weapon idea, I'm never going to reach for that, but I certainly know where it is. I know how to use it. And I know if I have to, when I start pulling that trigger, bullets are going to come out the other end, and it's going to do its job. It's the same thing here. We're organized, we use it, we're practical. It's going to work. We'll live. Questions?
Just so I understand the redundancy of it, you never touch your own personal 72-hour kit to go camping. You only bring the stuff in the big box.
Only the kids. The kids, this little duffel for them constitutes their 72-hour food, water, change of clothes. This stuff we don't let them touch because it won't get refit. It won't get back in there, and we'll be out in the desert looking for food, and it won't be here. So theirs, they don't take. The stuff that they use on a regular basis, which is sleeping bag, mess kit, pad, those are in here, so they can grab it, use it every day. It's camping and 72 hours, and can be used with equal ease for either one. My backpack is what I take whenever I go camping, scouts, family, anything. I grab my backpack and I use it, and because I refit all my gear. And one thing about that, reload when you want to, not when you have to. When you want to is when you're back at the house. The minute you back into the driveway, don't run and take a shower, I'll get back to it. Do it the minute you're back to the house and you're done camping or whatever you're doing. Refit your gear, clean your weapon, load it, put it back in the holster, and know it's there. Don't have that worry, right? Reload when you want to, not when you have to. Questions? I think I'm out of time. Thanks so much.
Go kit, because I think it would pale in comparison to Kevin's. So, well, we were only.
First, okay.
What's that? Oh, go ahead.
Okay, this is Tammy Hirschberger. She just lives down the street here. Pay attention to her. She is very smart. Is that okay? Go ahead.
Smart. My new title, I love it. Anyways, fabulous presentation, and there's somebody that's prepared. So we could all be just half as prepared. Holy cow, how wonderful. Sherry Barnes, I don't know if you know who she is. She's the one that sets these up every month. She's having a baby right now. She went in to have her baby today. And I thought if she could be here and see how many people came tonight, she would be absolutely thrilled. In fact, I can hardly wait to talk to her about it because she approached me several months ago about the schedule of the classes that we would do for 2011. And she says, I really want to do something pertinent, something that's very beneficial, and something that's very applicable. You know, we've done a lot of things in the past, and she kind of wanted to go in a new direction and get things that were really applicable. And something that had been weighing on her mind was these Harriman fires. And maybe that's why we've got such a good turnout, is because they were just about in our backyard. And, you know, they evacuated over 2,000 homes. And 3 of them actually burned down. And that was weighing on her mind very heavily. And she says, if that kind of a disaster happened in our neighborhood, would we be prepared? Would our state be prepared to handle such an evacuation? And so she came to me